If you've ever legitimately questioned why criminals and illegal immigrants think it's okay to burn down and riot in American cities, then go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button, guys. Welcome back to the Trench Grenade channel. I am your host, the average state of the world urgent update video enjoyer that your mom says that we have at home. Thanks for watching. Guys, the purpose of today's video is I have 4 to 5 major things that I need to share with you guys in a very rapid manner. Now, why does this need to be relatively quick upload? Well, it's 11 June, and a lot of the things that are going to take place here on this list are going to take place on Saturday, the 14th of June, 2025. You need to label that date, and we're going to talk about why right now. Really briefly, if you enjoy the State of the World urgent updates or any of the State of the World series, let me know down below. Leave a combat llama. Make sure you hit the like button. If you do nothing else, hit the like button. That tells me that you're engaged, that you're here for it. And without further ado, let's just get right into the news. Major riots have broken out throughout the United States. The major cities include Dallas, Austin, Denver, Seattle, Chicago, Los Angeles, Atlanta, Providence, and New York City. Now, why am I bringing this up right now? So these cities are already having major upticks in riots and crime. Notice as I said riots, not protests. Okay, so I'll say again: Dallas, Los Angeles, Austin, Seattle, Denver, Chicago, Atlanta, Providence, and New York. Now, in 3 days, okay, on 14 June, every major metropolitan area in the United States, approximately 1,600 of them, are going to be directly targeted by the No King's Cause to riot and burn down the city in the name of basically them saying fuck ICE and going against the federal government, going against the President of the United States, going against law enforcement officials, and going against the National Guard, the active duty Marine Corps, and the active duty Army. Why is this important to you? Well, on 14 June, this could lead to a very, very serious without rule of law scenario very quickly. Now, do I think it's going to get there all over the United States? No. But you got to look at the writing on the wall when we look at a situation like this. There is a possibility, there is a potential that with the number of riots that are planned, 1,600 across the United States in every major metropolitan area in the United States, with the amount of human beings that we're talking about taking the streets, this could turn violent, more violent than it already has. This could turn into a without rule of law scenario. Our enemies could take advantage of this. China, Russia, Iran, who we're going to talk about here in a minute. These other nations could easily take advantage of this basically united uprising across the United States, and this would be the perfect time for them to conduct any sort of attack on Taiwan, attack on the United States mainland, a internal terrorist attack to capitalize and do kind of a false flag incident. So on 14 June, everyone, I recommend you stay home. I recommend you avoid metropolitan areas. I recommend you touch base with family and make sure, share this video with them so you don't have to repeat it all if you want. Touch base with family. Make sure they're tracking that on 14 June, the No Kings movement is going to attempt to burn down the cities near you. That's what it looks like right now, okay? Now, why am I saying all this? Well, I listed out the cities that are already been targeted, but they're threatening ICE agents, federal agents, ICE agents, and federal agents' families. They're threatening National Guard members, law enforcement. Several law enforcement members are already in the hospital in severe condition that have been hit by rocks during the protests. So this mass arrangement and mass chaos that is taking place in Los Angeles right now and across the United States, this could only amplify. And I fear for that. So on 14 June, avoid major metropolitan areas. Maybe have a board game day or a video game day, or go in the backyard and hang out with the family, but avoid the cities. If you're in a city, maybe get out of the city for the weekend, okay? Share this video, please. We have a couple more things to talk about, but you need to heed this warning. Please, heed this warning. If you got this far, leave a warning symbol. Some sort of warning symbol emoji down below. Maybe a halt symbol with a halt, hands up symbol, or some sort of stop sign emoji. And please share this with people that live in a city. Tell them to get out by 14 June. Go take a trip somewhere that's in the mountains, but get out of the cities, okay? All right, something we need to cover real quick. All Middle Eastern embassies and areas, posts occupied by military personnel and families, all Middle Eastern posts have evacuated key personnel that are not mission essential. The the anti-American rhetoric has heavily increased over the past 48 hours, heavily, to the point where we don't know if it's an Iranian nuclear test that is going to take place that they've announced, or if it's something more, if it's some sort of other, Taliban attack or an ISIS attack that's been coordinated, or another organization. So, if you're for some reason in the Middle East watching this, get out now. Okay? It could be the Iranian threatened nuclear test, or it could be something deeper. We do not know at this time, but the United States government is moving all non-essential personnel and a lot of essential personnel out of the Middle East right now. Moving on from there, readiness levels have increased across the United States and across the Middle East in the expectation that something is going to go down in the next 72 hours in the Middle East. We don't know if it's Iran again, but just keep your eye on the Middle East. And if you're in the Middle East or for some reason are planning to travel there, don't, okay? And understand that tensions are high in the United States and threat levels, okay, have been elevated to a rate where now if you're going to work tomorrow at a military installation, expect there to be longer delays at the gate, etc., okay? Last thing I want to cover, Northern Ireland, okay, and we'll put away the notebook of truth here. Northern Ireland is also experiencing heavy rioting right now. So if for some reason you have family in Northern Ireland, maybe something to keep in mind, okay? Of course, we all know the Epstein list hasn't been released yet. Shocker there. We all know the Ukraine war hasn't been ended. There was a prisoner swap of 1,000 prisoners total that were swapped. I believe Turkey came to the agreement with that resolution between Ukraine and Russia. So a prisoner swap did occur. But other than that, people are still dying in the mud for no reason. Okay, that's a lot of talking. I just got off work, so I need to go do some chow operations and hygiene operations and reset. So, again, 14 June, no King's movement, avoid cities, metropolitan areas. Please, just if you do nothing else from this video, share that part with a buddy that lives there, okay? That you could potentially help their family or help them. All right, that's a lot of talking. If you got this far, join the Patreon. It's $5 a month. It gets you access to a closed Discord server where you can find buddies to train with, game with, stay up late, and talk about all your favorite, oh my gosh, state of the world updates. There's been so many recently, guys, that it's hard to keep up with. Work, the normal channel videos, the Minuteman content, the training content, and of course the gun slop drama and the state of the world videos. It's a lot. So support the channel, hit the like button, do all the things. Thanks for hanging out, guys. Join the Patreon if you're a real fan. Join the Patreon. I'll make it worth your time, okay? And until next time, it's going to be Trench Grenade, your average avoid the city for the weekend video enjoyer that your mom says we have at home. Thanks for watching. Cheers.